Greetings, fellow mechanoid lifters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo. Episode 227, Egg Smasher. So, right off the start, I'd like to mention that I've installed yet another Cathanon mod. This one was sort of suggested, where you can select things and just hit destroy. And this will insanely help the breeding process, because any egg that we don't want, I can just destroy it. So every single egg that I have here, I can set up to be fertilized by its ideal donor, and then I don't even have to check them, because there's no valid place to haul them. And then as soon as they're fertilized, I can check them and destroy them immediately, queuing them up to be destroyed by someone if I don't think it's viable. So that's going to make the breeding process a lot easier. So the other goal is about the boomalobes. I just tested pre-stream, and the way to do that is probably to send someone out to maximum transport pod range to set up an outpost to build transport pods, to then transport pod as far as they could go, to then call in a shuttle to go as far as the shuttle can go, and that will get us to the temperate forest where boomalobes might happen to be. And then once they're all said and done, far skipping the caravan home with the boomalobes. So in order to get that going, Rhadamant here needs to finish his reverse aging. So that's gonna be a minute. But what I can do ahead of time is to set up the outpost with the transport pod. Because essentially it's like one transport pod hop, two transport pod hops, and then a shuttle hop. And that should do it. So I need to send a constructor out to the south with materials to build a transport pod. At least for one person. Because for Farskip, the way Farskip works is it just has to be anchored to someone. So like if, let's say... Who's a good constructor? Like Frosty? Frosty, I think, can construct. Yeah, if I send Frosty out to go build a transport pod down there, and then hop again, then Bryza can just transport pod to Frosty and shuttle them both with Whammy south or something like that. Like I said, it's rather complicated. It's rather annoying to try to do long distance trips in RimWorld, but that's just the way it is. So the first thing I wanted to do is to do some breeding. So let's get that going. So let's fertilize the non-hybrids first. So we'll do foe, I think. So foe, what is your... Oh, hold on. There we go. So foe, Sky Collective, Madzin, Apollo. I'm going to go with Apollo. Because Sky Collective is already very well represented. So for some genetic diversity, so we don't run into massive inbreeding bottlenecks, it's important for me to not always pick the top. And I think, if I'm not incorrect, if I deselect this overflow for embryos, and then on this, deselect embryos, I don't think will have a valid spot to be hauled anywhere on the map, which is what I want. So for this first time, I'm going to, like, watch Apollo while Apollo's hauling. Okay. Apollo's going to be a minute. Fine. Cassie, who is your best? Scorpio. Okay. I'm going to pop Scorpio out. And have Scorpio fertilize those two eggs. And, cheers. You wish you could get reverse aging in real life? Yeah, me too. Alright, so there we go. No possible accessible spot configured to haul the eggs. That's exactly what we want. Yep. That way the eggs can just sit here and I can assess them whenever I want. That way I can do batch fertilization. So like I can just move on to go to Fletcher and see Fletcher cross with like Shellbell and Sky Collective is 9s each. So I'll do one with Shellbell and one with Sky Collective. And then I can just keep moving on, right? Because all of these embryos are just going to sit here waiting for me to assess them one at a time. And if they're good, I can queue them up to haul. And if they're bad, I can just hit destroy and someone will come up and destroy them. That way, you know, I don't have to haul them anywhere or anything like that. It's quite nice. So Polog, how about you? And this is going to streamline everything so nice. So Polog and Pawpog. Oh my god, you two. Whammy. Whammy, who's currently unconscious, would be the best. Is there... I'll go with Whammy. We'll wait on that. Konyon. We're going with Edekin now. Shellbell, Madsen, Apollo, Dragondale, Stevie Viper. Alright, I'll do one with Dragondale, one with Stevie Viper. Rena? Udigal. I'll have Udigal do both. See, it's streamlining, I think. We're at a point now where it's really not labor intensive to get mass fertilization going, which was, you know, kind of one of the biggest bottlenecks that we had prior. And at this point, every single hybrid, well, except for the pigskins, because Whammy is currently in a xenogermination coma, all of the all the non-hybrids have been fertilized, and then I can check them. This one sucks, destroy, sucks, destroy. And then someone at some point will come up and just like smash the embryo and oops, I didn't even check that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can leave this one. What I can do is I could just like I can pass over it. This is 6 with 2 flaws. I don't need it. 4, 3, nope. 4, nope. 1? Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a 1. There. Yeah, we have one egg so far. And then I can always prioritize smashing it, but it's a pretty low priority thing to do. I don't really care about the embryo sitting there, just as long as the good ones get hauled. Alright, Dave. What about you? You, cross with stickiest. Plex. Cross with... Oh, no, that's not Plex. That was weird. Yeah, Lilith or Low. I'll do Low. Low's awake. To Flutie. I can make this bigger too. That might help. I feel like it's panning. To Flutie, cross with Whammy, who's currently unconscious. Val. Sky Collective. Crabs the second. Stickiest. Melkarich. Probably another Sky Collective. Oh, no. Okay, so there's an inbred chance, but cross with Cthulhu is a 10. For 10% inbred chance, I fully accept those odds. Oh, wait, what a second? Oh, no, Melcorrect, right. Brahms. Also Cthulhu? Alright. If I could get a 10, that would be pretty game-changing. The reason being is, when genes are held by both parents, there is... You're basically guaranteed at this point, or because I have a slightly modified version of RimWorld, I'm basically guaranteed to inherit those. So when I have 10s, pretty much any genes, I'm only missing one gene at that point, and crossing a 10 with a 9, for instance, guarantees that at least 9 of those genes get passed on, right? It really improves the odds considerably. That's why it's, you know, so important. So 40% chance that we'll go with Madsen. Nabla. Oh, Cthulhu again. Ah, Cthulhu, you're a busy dude. Yeah, having him come in and out of the, oh, that's shells. Having him come in and out of the pod, he's like puking and tired, and yeah, it's like, I get it. So it was what, Nablas? Oh yeah, there's Nablas. While you're down there, oh, you know, bunker, we'll do behind the walls. This is just so much easier. You drop the embryo on Shelbow's head. Nice. Alright. I'll leave him out of the pod because it seems like he's fertilizing a whole lot of them. Alright, now off to Nitro Leak. Hypothetically, at this point, I could actually just haul all of the ova to like a stockpile, and it wouldn't really matter. Oh, Udigal. Alright, so Cthulhu. You go pop... No, it's not Oogles. You go pop Udigal out, and then go back to sleep. Given that I have this chart, it's really easy to track names and offspring now. And that might make it a little bit easier. Although not by much. I mean, really, it could just be any central point in the base for the ova, so that it's the least travel time for individuals that are doing fertilization. But keeping it close to the sperm samples also makes sense, because the sperm samples are often used, so a mix of the two. Alright, what about 0? Whammy. Whammy again. Well, Whammy, you're going to have a lot of work when you wake up. Tangier is also Cthulhu. In a constant state of pukage. Nice. This is peak RimWorld. We're playing musical cryptosleep caskets. Alright, what about Phantom? 10% for Sky Collective? Yeah, that's acceptable. Lady Stormguard. We'll do a Shell Bell. No, we'll do a Madsen. The other thing... Oh, do I not have Madsen's sperm anymore? The other thing is, like, if we see sperm donors, like Guero, if Guero's sperm doesn't end up being used, that could mean that Guero is no longer useful for breeding. which means phasing them out. So, Lady Stormguard, we'll get you that sperm in a minute. Robot. I'll go with Sky Collective. And then Madsen, I should have set you up to farming. Let's do that. Looks like there's a few more ova. But yeah, I think what I'll do is put them all in a central stockpile. Just to make it easier. So I don't have to go searching for them. I'll put it here. Right outside of the death rest. Because it's close to the sperm and it will be very noticeable. Whammy is up in 12 hours. Icarus does not do drugs. There was 3 more, right? Down here. So Elabear? Whoa, you're related to a lot of people. Whammy is fine. Once Whammy's up. Rogi. Madsen. Oh, I don't have Madsen's sperm at the moment. And Maxu. Oh, Maxu has some clean 10s. Maxu crossed with like Shellbell or Sky Collective. So we'll do a Shellbell. A flawless 10 would be game changing. Okay. Time to check. A lot slated for destruction. So this is a flawless 6. Leave that. A super immunity 5. I think I'm kind of done getting super immunity 5s. Really want to raise the standard up to 6 or better. More than halfway, you know? That's another flawless 6. And yet another flawless 6. And a flawless 7. No, 6, because I can totally count. Okay, well that's a lot of good eggs that we've harvested on this end. Wendy will be up very shortly. Would it not be a good idea to destroy all eggs 5 and lower? So I kept so far the eggs that that have super immunity in case I need it. Because super immunity is still remarkably underrepresented in the colony. But I don't think I'm going to keep newer ones. I already have a stockpile of some, you know? Okay, so as long as they are assigned to hauling, that's the smashing job. Currently, there's enough to be hauled outside the colony that they're not smashing eggs. Once all of the hauling requirements have been fulfilled, they'll start smashing them. And then once Whammy's up, and we've harvested more Madsen sperm, I feel like these are more eggs than I realized, though. But I'll wait till... Yeah, that's Madsen's. Olibear was Madsen or Whammy as well. Yeah. So I'll wait till they're up and get going. So if I wanted a... Yeah, I think it has to be Frosty. If I'm going to set up a way station towards the temperate forests in order to get boomalopes, Frosty will have to be sent out to build that. So what I can do is I can just send Frosty to set up what is necessary for a pod launcher and a pod plus fuel, and then send Frosty out to then go twice out. But I would want Bryzit ready to far skip. So that's going to be another 4 days or so. Oh, nice. Beautiful, psychically hypersensitive, and chemically fascinated. Chemical fascination seems to be pretty common. Alright, Wendy can wake up risk-free, but I'm going to have her go all the way up to 100%. Guero, thank you for the resub. Sorry that I was just considering killing you off. It's not personal, though. Alright, Polar Bear is trying to hunt Sentinel. I'll have Kadath hunt the Polar Bear, then. Bless you, Tusky. Was that a loud enough sneeze that you guys heard it, too? Alright, Whammy's up. Here, buddy. Cheers. Alright, she's fully death rested. I guess I'll wake her. Will I take on extra goals while I look for boomalopes? Probably not. As breeding is the ultimate main goal, so everything else is ultimately a distraction from that. Alright, let's get through this again. So this was Dom's. I'm pretty sure this was for Whammy. No, a Polyus could do it at a tiny bit of... You know, I think 10% is a fine risk for inbreeding. That doesn't bother me. Olibear. Matt Madsen. Rogi. And some dogs. I would have waited had I realized that Whammy and Madsen needed to, needed to be part of the process. Almost done, though. Oh, there we go. Although, Cthulhu should be in the pod. But you can see the process of smashing. I got distracted. I just want to make sure, yeah. Shellbell cross with Frosty. Yep. Okay. To Flutie. I think that was Whammy. Yep. All the pigskins were Whammy as well. Oh, the pigskins' eggs got moved. I just want to make sure. Yeah. All right, Whammy. Here we go. Polog, Popog. And zeros. What about cadets? Kadath should go with Sky Collective. For that whopping chance at a 10. Oh. I did that wrong. 0 is... Man, even with all these tools, I'm still getting it wrong. Should be Whammy. Kadath and Sky Collective. There we go. Okay. Whammy, I don't know what you're up to. Oh, okay, that's annoying. Can I turn this off? Yes, I can. Haha! Hacked to do my bidding. Wonder if I could automate it? Well, if I automated it, I would no longer need Wendy. I don't think she would want to automate a process out from her own control. So Rogi and Madsen just confirming that that was correct. Yep. And then the last one was Zeleb. Zeleb crossed with Shellbell. All right. I'll have Lo do that. And Cthulhu, you're headed to your actual sleeping place. All right, let's check. That's a 6. No, 7. Very nice. It's a flawless 7. That's a 6. Wow, these are pretty good eggs. Destroy. That's a flawed 7. It has super immunity. That counts for a lot. 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5. Six with super immunity. All right. Looking pretty good. Now, another trick, I bet, which will work, is this. If I want the eggs smashed, I suspect if I zone everyone inside the base, there's a lot less work to do inside the base. Which means that all that will be left will be egg smashing. And they will get it done rather quickly. Oh, rise it. You're out of the pod. Time to go back in. So in about 3.5 days, a little less, Bryzit's age will be reversed. And he will be happy, and then I'll start setting up the transport pod outpost. Oh, welcome back. Oh, you know what I just considered? Tordek and Fayep wasn't probably considered for their genetic contributions as they were out of colony. Oh well. So Sentinel and Kath will both have their genes regrown pretty soon and be able to be scanned. What is even going on with this home zoning? This is madness. I left it like that? Okay. Still working on that barn. So all the eggs that are left are good ones to some degree or another. So I am gonna have Wendy caravan them and sort them. It is her project after all. I think that so Scorpio, you're asking. I think because I just got a bunch of decent greater than 5 eggs that have super immunity, it might be time to phase out the 5s. Yeah, doing all the fertilization in a central point is actually going to be really helpful to be able to keep track of everything as well. So just in case I missed one, I'll put this zone as a Hall embryo spot. Because if I missed one, any missed embryos will be hauled there. That means those are getting destroyed. Alright, so let's sort. This is a flawed 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another flawed 7. Do you guys, what do you think? Like 8? Do you think I'll get an 8 today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flawless. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flawless. We might not even want to keep flawed 6s anymore. Really raising the quality here. Flawless 7. Another flawless 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And last but not least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flawless 6. So we have a empty growth vat. I think either Kadath crossed with Sky Collective or this one, Phantom Sky Collective. Oh no, there's some other let's see if there's someone that is less related to everybody else that has super immunity. No. So I'm stuck with 2 Sky Collectives. 3, if we count this one. Okay, well this has super immunity, mini horns, and fur skin, which are the 3 least represented genes in the colony, so I'll grow this one. I think that makes the most sense. Dom, why are you in here? Oh, yeah, you're smashing eggs. That's fine. 5s are gone. Remove the paint. I just have to make sure that these eggs are left alone, right? Like, these should not be touched. In fact, I can just disallow so they don't touch them. I like how my lifters are like, oh, egg smashing time. Our favorite. Alright, get out. Leave. God, you're slow. Okay, eggs are sorted. Phasing the 5s out. 6+ only. Sweet. That's a pretty significantly big change. There was, oh, yeah, 1 got in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, another. And it's Nabla Cthulhu. So this is a, that would even be probably better to grow in the accelerated vat. But I can grow that next once Icarus is out. What do you mean nowhere to store it? I'm staring at the storage spot. Well, someone else has this queued up. Oh, Runting did. Alright, we'll see if I missed any others. They're easy to miss, like when you put the embryos underneath people's heads and stuff like that. Because they blend in pretty good. Output system so we can banish colonists? That sounds like a massive waste of meat. And that you fully do not understand Wendy's goals and motivations. She doesn't retire old Wendigos or test subjects. She eats them, or slays them, or rips out their organs. And I'm disappointed that you would even suggest an alternative. Especially given that this is stream 33, I think. It should be pretty well understood that Wendy is not a saint. Or even cares about anyone but herself. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch, July 30th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community on Discord, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description to this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigo,